Now, and Vice President and flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, says the next NPP government will add at least 2,000 megawatts of solar power to Ghana's energy mix in the next 4 years. According to the Vice President, businesses in Ghana are increasingly uncompetitive due to the high cost of electricity, which he says depends largely on the cost of fuel on the international market and forex rates. There is more in the following report.
Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has been meeting with key stakeholder communities in the Volta region, presenting what he describes as bold solutions to Ghana's problems to them. He has promised, among other things, to introduce electricity from solar power into Ghana's energy mix, citing the vulnerability of the current energy system to international pressures.
I believe that in terms of power and electricity, you cannot industrialize and really develop if you don't have a source of relatively affordable power and available power. And I want Ghana to move away from a dependence on oil and gas in the generation of power to move towards solar power and wind power, renewables in the generation of power. And the data and the works engineering shows very clearly that in the next 4 years, we can add at least 2,000 megawatts of solar power to the generation mix. And this will really bring down drastically the cost of power in Ghana. And we don't have to pay in costly foreign exchange to import the sun. The sun is already being given to us by God. So we don't have to look for forex to import the sun. We just have to harness the sun to generate the power. Since I announced that Ghana is going to go solar, from when I announced it in February 7, 2 different countries have come to say they are willing to bring the 2,000 megawatts of solar power.
Engaging with the Volta Regional House of Chiefs, Dr. Bawumia promised to amend relevant laws to return judicial authority to the chiefs.
We can really empower the chiefs and help bring discipline into this society. If you summon somebody, they should know that by law they have to come to the palace. But if there is no law backing it, they could ignore it. And therefore, you start having indiscipline in our societies where the chiefs cannot control. And so I believe that a review of Section 63D of the Chieftaincy Act is going to be very, very important. The source of disputes is also the problem of codification of the line of succession. The lack of codification is the source of the disputes. And I, therefore, am going to put everything behind this whole process and support the judicial councils and so on to complete the work on the codification of the lines of succession. I think if we do that, and we should do that,
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has been selling to the people of the Volta region what he describes as bold solutions to Ghana's problems. These solutions include flat tax rates at the port and for businesses, and a novelty that he's mentioned in the Volta region today has been an addition of solar power production to Ghana's energy mix. This, he says, will stabilize the country's dependence on crude from the international market and exposure to forex rates, which has rendered businesses uncompetitive. He's also promised to amend the chieftaincy laws to allow the chiefs to reclaim their judicial authorities. Reporting for Citi News, I'm Benjamin Aklama from Ho in the Volta region.